Hey guys, what's up? This is Master Mills. This is Beyond the Mat, and this is...
I'm Master Kemmer. Today we're going to be talking about buddying in regards to bullying. But before we talk about that, please like and share our videos. It would be a huge help for us. It helps us get this message out.
Alright, cool.
Let's get started. Today, buddying is kind of the opposite of bullying.
Yes.
Okay, so...
There's D's instead of L's.
Exactly. So it's not only spelled differently, but it's also the opposite of bullying, right? So bullying is where you're being mean to people on purpose, but buddying is the opposite of that, being kind to people on purpose.
Right.
Okay, so going out of your way to do acts of kindness for people rather than acts of mean-spirited things to people. Okay? So the purpose behind this is to kind of counteract bullying. Okay, so if people were all on the same page with doing buddying instead of bullying, the school system and everything, and we wouldn't have to hopefully deal with bullies as much.
Right. It's kind of like if there's a greater force of good in the world, then the force of darkness is going to have a harder time. Exactly. That makes this sound like such an epic struggle.
Yeah, exactly. That was so Star Wars.
It's been less than a month.
Right. It's still relative right now, right?
Yes.
Still in the movie theater. Okay, so one of the great things about this is that when you do something good for somebody, it releases a chemical called serotonin.
Sarah, what did?
Serotonin.
Okay.
Yes. Right? And it not only releases this chemical, and this chemical is something that makes you feel good.
Yes.
Right? So if I do an act of kindness for somebody, it makes me feel good. And we've all experienced that. When you do something good for somebody, it makes you feel good in return, right?
Right, it's a little pick-me-up.
It's a little pick-me-up, right? But now this chemical is released when you do something good for somebody else, but it also releases serotonin in the person that you do it for, the person receiving that act of kindness. And we've all experienced that. When somebody opens the door for you, when somebody gets you a present, when somebody does something for you nice, you feel good, right? But it also releases for somebody just watching the act of kindness.
Right.
Right?
Getting a lot with watching like Facebook videos where you see someone do something really nice for somebody else, and you're like, oh man, that makes me feel really awesome about the world.
Mm-hmm. Right? So it's something that, the serotonin is something that releases in all those different types of acts of kindness, right? So let's give some examples real quick of what these kinds of acts of kindness are. Like, what would be an example of something that we could do with buddying instead of bullying?
Well, it can be anything from something as small as like opening a door. It could be something going out, picking someone up from work.
Mm-hmm.
It could be complimenting people, making sure that other people feel included.
Right.
Like if you have someone who's out, doesn't really part of the group, but make that extra effort to bring them in.
Absolutely, and I think this is good for parents to tell their kids too, to where it's like, hey, if you see somebody at school that's left out or something like that, go over and talk to them. This is where the buddying would start. Right. It would start in the home, right? So we're talking to you, but you can do this in the workplace too, to where you open the doors for people and you can be nice to people instead of being mean and sarcastic all the time, right? You can be nice to them, right? And actually not try to just fit in with everybody else, if that is the workplace that you're in, because some workplaces are just really mean to each other, right?
Right. Or they're also very isolating too.
Right.
I know when I used to work doing projection work, I would be up by myself in the projection booth.
Yeah.
And I very rarely interacted with the other people in where I worked. But when I did, it's like, oh, hey, this is actually kind of fun. It makes me feel good to
exactly.
feel that. So, and usually it took someone calling like, hey, Greg, come down and hang out with us. Like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my first 2 jobs out of college were like that, where I was very secluded from everybody, and I didn't really reach out, and nobody really reached out to me, But and then I had another job where some employees did reach out to me, and I was like, oh wow, this is cool. And then I felt included and it made me feel good, right?
Right.
So it can be in the workplace, but with schools, you can tell your kids, hey, instead of acting this way, try to make sure that you're opening doors for people. Don't rush to be first in line. Don't have to be first in line.
Right.
You can invite other people to be first in line. Things like that.
Right. And I think the obvious one would be helping someone when you see someone getting bullied.
Exactly.
Standing up for somebody, doing the right thing. While it can be scary, usually that payoff is the scarier it is to do something nice. The bigger the payoff it is to do that nice thing.
Absolutely, right? And it's something. If you do that for somebody, they're going to remember that forever too. Right. The last thing about buddying is it's contagious. That's why this is a very powerful thing, right? like we said before, it releases that serotonin, but when you see the act of kindness, it makes you want to do that too. Right? Just like you said on those Facebook videos, when you watch some of those Facebook videos, you're like, oh man, I want to do that for somebody.
Exactly.
Right? So it's the same thing. You see that somebody doing all these nice things, and we all have that friend that's very nice to us, who goes out of their way to do things for us. How do you feel in return? You want to return that favor.
Right, you want to do something nice to them.
Exactly, right?
Definitely.
Cool. So that's buddying, right? So this is our last video for bullying. So we're just quickly going to go review the steps that we talked about in the last, 4 videos? 4 videos. So step 1, or not step 1, but what's the first video we talked about?
I was like, step 1. First step is what bullying is. Bullying is repetitive and intentional. So I like to think of it as if you can tell the future, like predict the future of what someone's going to do, that's probably bullying when it's in a negative light. Like, I know this person's going to try and trip me when I walk by him. I know he's going to make fun of my shirt when I come by him. I know she's going to do something, whatever it is. That's going to be bullying. It's got to be repetitive, intentional. Because someone can just be a jerk by accident or be a jerk because they're having a bad day. But that doesn't necessarily mean they're bullying.
Right. Number 2 was why people bully. Okay, people bully to try to fit in with other people. They try. It's maybe because they're being bullied or they were bullied before, and so now that's kind of just what they know how to do. Right. The other one would be to make themselves feel better than other people. Right. Yes. So I want to make myself more powerful and make you feel less powerful, and you're less than, I am greater than.
All right, and the last one is what to do when you're getting bullied. A few things to remember: use your mind, use your words, use your legs, ask for help, defend yourself. So use your mind to avoid the situation, try to just keep away from it. Use your words to voice that you don't like that, to try and, we went over different topics of how to disarm a bully using our words. Our legs, move, leave, get out of there. Ask for help, and that does not just mean ask for help necessarily only when it's happening, but maybe asking a teacher like, hey, this guy's been giving me trouble when I do this. Can you pay attention when this is going to happen? So preemptively asking for help. And the last one is defend yourself, which...
it's my favorite one.
Yeah, that's my favorite one too. And, sometimes I do wish that we could just jump to that one.
Right.
But
absolutely again, right.
Because you feel a little more. You feel a little better about it when you've knocked off the other ones. Like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Check. Yes. But defend yourself, and that, of course, defend yourself within reason. If one punch gets him away from you, that's good. If putting him in a lock or something you learned from your martial arts experience can restrain the situation and end it, that's the best way. Obviously, we try to defend ourselves. We do use the amount of force that is absolutely necessary.
Cool. All right, so that was our buddying video today. We hope you enjoyed our bullying series. Human interaction is based off of trust, and bullying completely destroys that. So hopefully these videos were impactful for you. You could use these at home when talking with your kids. You could use them in the workplace and things like that. So please like and share these videos. That would be a huge help for us.
And hit the notification button, the little alarm bell on YouTube, and be sure to share it on Facebook. You can share them privately too if you have someone who don't want to be like put them on blast. Like, hey, you're getting bullied. Here's this.
Right.
But these are things that the more these issues are talked about, the better we can combat them. So.
Absolutely.
Cool.
All right.
All right. Peace.
Stay classy, San Diego. I wanted to maybe do a...